So I've just checked out of my hostel for today, and I'm just going to have a wander around Cash, maybe go to the beach later if it's not too hot, and then hopefully catch the bus to Fethiye tonight. But really there isn't too many things to do here. Like they have a lot of beaches if you're into beaches, but in terms of like activities, walks, they don't really have too much. So regarding my next destination, I'm picking Bratislava just simply because it's the cheapest flights and I haven't been before. It's also quite near Vienna, which I haven't done, and then I can work my way down through the Baltics, which would be good. Apparently they're quite quiet at the moment and it's very, very cheap to travel the Baltics, and I haven't done any of them, so that would be a nice experience. Just found this lovely little spot just off the path here. So I was just walking around and bumped into the English guys again, just randomly. So we're gonna have a coffee.
For example, if that was a Greek language, in front of it.
I was literally walking down a random road and a taxi stopped at the end of the road, and then out they come. It was like, out of anywhere I could have gone, I went to the one place where they got the taxi to. Taking a very steep walk, about 20 minutes long, up to one of the viewpoints which overlooks the town. I'm on the bus now to get to Fethiye. It's about a 1.5 hour journey, and I have a hostel booked when I arrive there, which looks quite nice, and I'm going to be there till the 2nd, and then on the 2nd of July I'm going to be getting flights to Bratislava. What's great about these buses is that they supply free water, and it's cold as well. So I just ordered a wrap at a very local place where no one spoke English, so I had to use the Google Translate and then point at the menu to order what I would like. So it just arrived. I'm now going to take a second bus to get to the hostel. So after walking 20 minutes to get to the bus station, there was nothing at the station telling me when the bus would turn up, and after speaking to some locals, there was a big language barrier and nobody spoke English. However, in the end I just assumed that the buses wasn't going to turn up, so then I ended up taking a taxi to get to the hostel. Complete mess this has turned into. So my hostel was very far away, like a 20-minute taxi drive, and it was just adding up. So I decided to drop me off here, which is about a 15-minute walk away from another hostel, which is a bit more central and about the same price. So hopefully it was worth it. I've lost the deposit for the other one, but I think it's for the best because it's just so far away. Really, it's not my day. I just walked 12 minutes to get to the hostel. Turns out Google Maps is wrong and it was not that hostel. Now I got to walk another 12 minutes. Bye. Not good. I'm going to start from the beginning and tell you everything that's gone wrong. So the bus station is miles away from the hostel. So I take a taxi, but the taxi is a lot of money. So then I was like, you know what? I'm going to get another hostel, which is a bit nearer the city centre. So I asked the guy to drop me off there, and he drops me off somewhere else for what I thought was a hotel with the same name, because the picture on the, and what Google told me, was that it was about a 10-minute walk from there. So I said, you know what? I'm going to walk it from here. So I started walking, only to realise Google was wrong, and it was the exact hostel, the exact place where the taxi driver dropped me off the first time. So now I have to walk all the way back to where the taxi driver dropped me off. It's just so, you know, sometimes everything just goes wrong at once, and this is one of those locations, and I'm so hot. It's like 28 degrees and there's no winds, and I want water. So I've checked into my hostel and I go into my room, and there's a girl there, and she goes, "Oh, were you at Cash today?" And turns out she was actually in the hostel I was staying at in Cash and recognised me from there. So that was funny. This hostel is quite far away from everything I want to do, so I might have to look at moving hostel tomorrow somewhere a bit closer. I feel like this was a mix between bad planning and being very unlucky. I mean, so much has gone wrong, but I finally made it, and I am going to hopefully spend some time on my laptop and figure out what I'm going to do for the next few days, because the stuff is very cool and I would really not want to miss it. So my plan for today is going to the beach just here, just to check it out, and I'm going to walk down to this park and see what this park's like before walking all the way down along the sea to get to here, which is like the centre of the town. So there's like some markets here, some old traditional buildings, so that would be good to explore. And then I think tonight I'm going to move here, which is more central to a lot of the other things I want to do. So just checked out the hostel after some breakfast. Now walking towards the park. I think I might actually stay a few more days, because there's a flight on the 2nd, and I think I'll just rush everything and I don't want to miss everything. So the next flight's on the 5th, so I think I might take the flight on the 5th, which gives me a bit more time to do everything that I want to do. Yet another park in Turkey. This one's located right next to the water. It's got a gym, it's got sunbeds, it's got like a praying room, toilets, it has everything. Soldier here, he was actually trained in England, and he joined the Air Forces as a captain, and in 1914 he attempted to fly from Istanbul to Cairo in Egypt, but sadly killed and his plane crashed. So this is one of the monuments in honour of him. It's a very nice walk. There's lots of boats and restaurants and cafes and things like that on the way there. Pretty much made it to the town centre.
funniest streets I've walked down.